Now we've taken care of front view cut, and it is time for top view cut stuff. So the top view cut stuff, we actually go on the bottom of the car to pull it up through. The reason we do that is the top is no longer flat and it's not even. So we want to have something that's on the ground to be able to do that. So we're starting out, half car for modeling again, like we always work with. And I'm going to click on bottom view. When I click on bottom view, I can start seeing that these are my two flat surfaces, these blue surfaces. Anything that's not blue isn't flat. So I have to build that back in. So I'm going to right click on my car and hit Edit Component. And how we build that stuff back in was the rectangle tool. Click the bottom corner, and it fills that area back in. We'll get it back out in a little bit, but we need to get that filled in for right now. Same thing here. Erase this portion. Now you might be thinking that's not filled in, but as soon as we do the push-pull, it will be. This corner to this corner. Then erase out the leftover that you don't need. And push-pull to fill the bottom back in. So now I have a flat bottom. I still have this surface in here and my shape of my car in there, but I have a flat bottom. So there's two areas to think about when you're working with the flat bottom here. First of all, you got the cartridge hole over here. So if I cut from this edge to this edge, it'll actually make a hole right through the center of my car. So let me do a quick explanation on that. I won't tell you what I'm doing, I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. So if I go half car for modeling, that's on that side. If I go to full car, a little bit of a correction here to make. There we go. If I go to full car, you can see that cut would be in the center of my car. So it cut a hole out of the center of my car. So when you're working with this, you want to make sure that you're working on the side away from the cartridge hole. You want to be working on that back side. That back up. So I'm going to go on the side of my car here. Maybe I'll do some skinny looking car part here. Just with some lines. And I want to round the front of my car off. Get some aerodynamics. Push-pull. Now when I push-pull this, it's going to get stuck here because it doesn't know what to do. It should just cut straight off, but I'm going to click the Control key and push that all the way up. Tap the Control key again. If you're on a Mac, it's going to be the Option key and push that all the way up. And you may be thinking that's not what I want it to look like, but we're using this chunk to cut away from this chunk. So how we take care of that is we are going to right-click on our car and hit Intersect Faces. Hit Select, and then All on Same Layer. It's going to select everything on our car. And then we're going to right-click and hit Intersect Faces with Model. Or we can go Edit, Intersect Faces with Model. And it just drew this line here. That made it cut. Now we're going to go to front view and top view and do our erasing. So in front view, we're going to look this way. So we know we want everything above this line and below this line erased out of that cut that we just made. So I'm going to use the Select tool. The Select tool is this Select tool right here. And when I go to the right, it's a solid box. When I go to the left, it's a dotted box. Going to the right, anything that you want to erase has to be completely inside the box. So like right now, it just selected this line because that was the only line completely inside the box. If I drag a box the opposite way in the same thing, anything the box touches gets selected. So it's got everything selected here. So I'm going to start from right to left, and I'm just going to touch this top line here. And it's going to get the lines going down. It's going to get the surface here. It's not going to touch this line here. And I'm going to right click and hit erase. Same thing here. Right click erase. Same thing here. Right click erase. And there's a little corner right here I'm going to try to get. There, did a little bit of zoom in. So now I'm back to my car. I don't have this part taken care of yet, but I have this center part that I'm working on right now. I'm going to go to ISO and show you that this isn't cut out. So now I got to go to top view. Top view, we're doing the same thing. Start from right to left. You do want to start, if I click outside that box, it causes me to lose it. So you want to start inside this dotted line. Drag this over. Got all these lines selected. Right click, erase. And then let's go to full car. There, now it's starting to look like a CO2 car. Nice and sleek, ready to go. Let's do that rounded off front just to review that. So I'll talk you through that again. So we start out with the push-pull. Doesn't go, so I had to tap the control key, unless I want to map, then it's option key. Then I'm going to, so we got that push pulled all the way up. Now I'm going to right click, select all on same layer, right click, select or intersect faces with model. So right click, select all on same layer, right click, select, or right click, intersect faces with model. I'm going to go back to half car for a second, and then I'm going to go back to my erasing. Front view, highlight over the top, delete, highlight back here, delete. I've decided I don't want anything back here, so I'm going to highlight back there, delete. So we've got the top and the bottom all cut off. Now we're going to go to top view. From right to left, staying inside the box, delete. Full car. Now I got the rounded off front to make some aerodynamics there. And that is how we are completed with your whole car modeling project. Nice work.